making images. But yeah, our film is long not finished, and that's also good. And yeah, I'll continue with that later. Because this theme of freedom was so big that we chose to focus on education. And somehow I have been working with this already during my life, because I was so confronted and frustrated with the system that I was part of. I wanted to learn, I was really inspired to learn, but actually it was something in me that didn't want to learn things because they told me to. And I was searching for something outside, and that's where I got so overwhelmed with my freedom, because I saw all these things and I wanted to do everything. And I wanted to learn to paint and to play music and I would love to show you something now, but still I was not able to focus because I'm really still exploring. So one of the first weeks, I think, I was walking back from Kirby home because I wanted to see moons. It was getting dark. And I met these two Estonian people on the road walking towards Suvik. And at that time I didn't know the path to Suvik from Kirby home to Victoriana. By now I know it with my eyes closed. But so I asked them which direction the Suvik was. And I accompanied them because they were walking to intuitive pedagogy, a course that's taking place a couple of times each year in this wonderful place. And I went with them, and open as I always have been for these kind of things, I joined them and I spent the night playing and singing together with a group of people that works with the question, or yeah, that is also, yeah, I don't know, I can't explain it, yeah, but this is a course that anyway, I came there and this was the first time that I experienced really this being part of something and singing together from our heart in this space, in this building that was built with clay and wood. It was such an incredible experience, and I remember that in the end of the weekend, when there was a rounding off, I for the first time got so emotional. I had to cry, and I didn't cry for like 17 years before, I think, not really. And that's where this other part of me came alive. And since then I've been going with a flow of emotions, of experiences and yeah. So that was intuitive pedagogy, and I'm very happy that I could be part of this, and I'm very happy that Per and Karin are here now to listen to the presentation, because they've meant a lot to me, even though I didn't see them so much. Because Per, you are an incredible man, you're always everywhere doing your course, and so inspiring. I've been hitchhiking with David and Philip and Christoph to Captura in Germany, where there's an initiative of a couple of roller students that want to create an open space where people can come and inspire each other and learn by, truly from their heart, and by meeting the other, and by having conversations, and by doing projects just because they want to. And this was another example of how something else could arise, how a free, how a kind of freedom can be created in order to develop a way of living that fits us human beings. And it was very good to be there, and we had some nice conversations around the big table in the kitchen. And then I've been reading and writing and listening and being with children, which has been an important part. But most important has been living into the questions, living the experience, living what, just feeling what is there and trying to deal with it. And an important part of that is maybe the intuitive wisdom with P. The challenging and the fully experience each and every moment. And that is jumping in the fjord in the winter, cutting a hole in the ice. And that is sleeping in the snow. And that is running around. I don't know, it's so much. It's a way of being, and it gave a lot to me. And at the same time it was exhausting. Because just a couple of weeks ago I realized that even though this is a way that I want to be, it shouldn't be an excuse or a way to push away the responsibility that I carry with me to, or it's not a responsibility. Responsibility is another part that I'm not going to talk about because it's a big thing. But I wrote this poem. Can I find meaning, or I can find meaning in the movement that's life? Can I find meaning in the stillness that is me? And that kind of reflects my journey through the year, as Annie has reflected, and it's true. Because through all the input and through all the experiences, I try to go away from the moments that I couldn't find meaning, that I was purely confronted with myself. And if there's no outer circumstances or surroundings that help me acknowledge that I exist, then that's the difficult space to be in. And then as soon as I realized, I tried to be in that. That makes me feel alive. What's my theme? Because, and then I come back on responsibility. We carry responsibility. With freedom comes a huge responsibility. That we carry for the world, that we carry for each other. Freedom is not just doing whatever you want, but it's finding a balance, and it's your wish meeting a need of the world. It's a responsibility to connect to oneself and really feel, sense what's right and do it and bring it down. And that freedom is just the start, the beginning of this is every day, and impulses, and especially in the world of today, it's like endless possibilities, and it's overwhelming. So yeah, when I walk in the forest, sometimes, no, often, at least more often than before, I hear the wind in the trees, and I hear the birds singing, and I see the grass moving. And sometimes I long just to be in that surroundings, just to be like the bird, truly free. Or to go back to the state of being of a child, in which everything kind of flows together. And that's what I experience when I'm with children. Sometimes I can sort out marbles for 1 hour, and it's good. But there's something with it. It's not, we didn't lose, we lost something by growing up. But we can reach it as well. There's a consciousness that we got. We can see possibilities. We can look into the past, we can look into the future. But the question is, how can I bring all of this together and still be able to experience the moment without forgetting everything that I know? And that's something we only can learn actually by being. Not by being, yeah, by experiencing. And we can read about it. And I've read I've read inspiring interviews and texts, but in the end, we find it in ourselves. think that's really important to realize. And this year I had the opportunity to really feel it.